What I want you to imagine is that you are looking at the 6-year-old version of yourself. And the 6-year-old version of yourself is sitting there with like coloring pencils. Maybe you're trying to like get some words right, like you got your spelling list for the week, and maybe you're doing like a coloring, okay? And then what I want you to do is that I want you to imagine that it's you, the adult version of you, goes up into the 6 or 7-year-old's ear and just goes, "You better not stuff this up. You better get this right. If you stuff this up, oh, you're so stupid," right? And of course, none of us would do that to anyone under the age of any age. It shouldn't be done. Like, it's not a thing that we'd want to do to anyone, right? Let alone a little child, okay? But this is the thing, is that child in us is the most creative part of us. The child in us is the one that just wants to play, that just wants to make mistakes, that learns through mistakes, that goes up and shakes hands with people and doesn't really care what they think of them. The child in us is extremely vulnerable, extremely green, and they just, tell you what, they have probably a whole lot more fun than we can as adults at times, okay? And the reason that is so is because that part of their brain, that self-analysis part of their brain, hasn't fully kicked in yet, so that they can't beat themselves up for things that they haven't even done yet or have done but aren't to a standard of perfection yet, okay? And that's why they're so creative. That's why they don't care if they stuff anything up, because in their mind, you can't stuff up. You just learn and you just keep moving and you just keep playing, okay? And so this is where we get to the point of, whenever you are feeling stuck, ask yourself this magic question, it is an absolute ego deleter. The question here is, what would you do if you didn't have to? And it's a bit of a mind bender, isn't it, Steve? It's like, I've got to sort of work my way around that question. That's the whole idea. What would you do if you didn't have to? The way this works in real life, okay, is, let's just say you're really concerned about having to get something right. Well, the question comes there with, well, what would you do if you didn't have to get it right? And immediately your entire world opens up again. Or you might be afraid of the fact, well, yeah, but if I get it wrong, then everyone will stop seeing me as the guy that's got it all together, the guy or gal that's got it all together. And then you ask the question, well, who would you be if you didn't have to have it all together all the time? This word of have to is the absolute creativity killer. And if you can ask a question that removes it and allows you to simply be and experience and move into possibility land, then creativity goes through the roof. You're easier to be around. You don't hold other people to such a high standard all the time, because if you have to do it, then they should have to do it too. All right? Remove that word when you're allowed to. You are a heart surgeon. It's important that you do get things right. But we're all in sales here and all in business, and we've all got that entrepreneurial mind. Chances are we'd rather be in possibility land the majority of the time.